Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I am Islip, and today we are going to be looking at the DX9 or Digital X-Doll or Digital Crystals Toys D13 Montana. That is their version of Breakdown. I believe it's Breakdown. I'll get the names one day. Their version of Breakdown, and yeah, now this is the first Stunticon they released, and it kind of, you can kind of tell. Now, the first one, this has to be like a second run or something. The first runs had issues with some of the paint. I don't have that issue, so yay! He comes in this little box. He comes actually in vehicle mode. They all do, but I'm going to start in robot mode because I want to. I should have taken that off. So this is supposedly from 2018, apparently. Yeah, it's not perfect. I'll say that right off the bat. There are some issues I have with it. But for the most part, I dig this figure. It comes in a clamshell like so. It comes with a gun. You get the card and the instruction booklets. And then you get this piece that who knows what does what. I'm not sure why they included it. I don't know what it's for. It does not seem to do anything. I can't find it fitting anywhere. Is it a helmet maybe? No, it's not. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, and that annoys the bloody mess out of me. The more that I try to figure out, the less it looks like, it feels like there's a hole here. It's supposed to cap onto something, but I don't know what it's supposed to cap onto. So it's gonna go back in the box. It's gonna stay in there until, I don't know, hell freezes over, Jesus comes back. I don't know. It's just gonna stay in there unless somebody can tell me what it's for. I have been looking online for it. Nobody seems to know. With the later figures, you get pieces that weren't a part of the figure, but they make sense for what they do. You can figure it out somewhat. This is just not one of those. So here we have, to raise the camera up, that's actually what we have to do first. Now, I didn't think this one out actually. I'm doing a bunch of reviews, so it's one after the other after the next. But I got a white figure on a white background. I did not think this one through. Actually, I should have switched out the background for another one, but it's too late now. I've already started. I'm going to keep going. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. So, let's see if I turn the light on. He doesn't get too washed out. I can't, on my viewfinder, it looks okay, but we don't really need it, I don't think. So we're gonna do it mostly without the thing. So let's go ahead and we're gonna bring him in closer so we can get a better look at his face. Let's turn this on. So I'm not a big fan of this red paint face. I mean, if it would have been red and maybe not so glossy, but it's too glossy and it looks like red paint, and then his eyes are not painted. Why are his eyes not painted? Now, okay, he's a Decepticon, and having a red face with red eyes would not make sense. So go with green eyes. Go with yellow eyes. Something. Don't leave it as unpainted white eyes. That's stupid. Sorry, that irks me. Actually, that looks pretty good. That's a repro label that doesn't come with your figure. He looks pretty good. Damn it, I did not get the G1 figure for this guy. Oh well, whatever. He looks pretty good. I like that he does not have like a cream or off-white color, even though toy-wise he's off-white, but I think in the animation he was white. He looks good. I like him. I'll be honest with you, his color scheme though doesn't look like a Decepticon to me. He looks like this should be an Autobot, except for the red face. I mean, he's white and blue. He kind of reminds me of a police car for some reason. And, you know. But yeah, he's pretty okay. He's got some issues. Like, this is their first, not their first figure, but their first Stunticon. So it has to pull off 3 functions. 2.5 functions, if I'm honest with you. It has to be a car, it has to be a vehicle, and it has to be a vehicle that clips onto the back of another robot. So I forgive it its shortcomings a little bit. So, you know, in the animation, for the most part, when the Stunticons became Menasor, Motor Master became the body, and everybody else, the body, the legs, and the feet and arms, and everybody else just clipped on to Menasor. That was what they did for the most part. Sometimes they became actual limbs. Usually it was just clip on to Menasor. Just saying. So he looks pretty good. He is a little thin. I don't mind that at all. It cleans up really well. Very, very, very well. He has a lot, and I mean a lot, of posability. His head can look up a little bit, look down a little bit, rotation all the way 360. There's a very, very, very slight wiggly waggly to the sides. Arms can rotate 360. They can go out on this joint and then go straight up on this joint. So if you need him to... No, I guess he can't do that. Yeah. If you need him to do this for some reason, he can do it. Not sure why you would need him to do that, but you can. Rotation at the... where the bicep meets the shoulder. Double elbow. Let's see. Technically, there's a rotation here, but you can't use it for this. Rotation at the wrist. He's got typewriter fingers. He can do the come here, and his thumb moves. All the DX9 Stunticons, their thumbs move, which is weird, but cool at the same time. Let's see what else. He has rotation 360 at the waist. He has a deep ab crunch. His legs can go that far forward. They can only go that far back. They can go beyond out. And they are ratcheted at the there, but it's friction going forwards and backwards. His legs can bend there. His feet can kind of go in and out. And he's got a heel that does not want to stay where it's supposed to be. And his toes can bend. Now, here is one of the problems right here. His legs, there's 1, 2, there's 3 pieces that are supposed to tap together. Now, the window, the inside of the window tabs into this piece here on this side, and it tabs in fairly well. The problem isn't that. The problem is this tab here for this doesn't hardly do anything. It comes out really easy, and then there's no tabbing this piece here to this piece here. So what ends up happening is, if you look, the leg isn't flush. It keeps untabbing itself. It keeps moving. It keeps doing things it's not supposed to do, and it's pissing me off. So yeah, so that hurts this figure quite a bit. Like I said, this is their first Stunticon. So I don't mind all this little bit of kibble here. I think that was actually pretty ingenious how they got the forearm. It's not 100% clean, but, well, I mean, that opens, but it's, you can make it open. But otherwise, everything else tabs in really tightly. His arm moves. You can do this and not worry about falling apart. If you do this, you got issues. So that right there kind of knocks it down for me. And then the way the heel, let me show you how the feet are. The feet are attached to this piece here that rotates, but it's also on a ball that moves around, and it's doing too much, and it doesn't work the best, if I'm honest with you. Every time you move it, you end up unpegging the leg, unclipping parts of the leg. So Otherwise, though, it's pretty good. I like how during the transformation, there's a lever here. Let me get a little. It is a little hard to manipulate it because it's just this little tiny hole here. But if you pull that out, you can actually slide the legs up. And there's another tab that does something like, I mean, that's pretty ingenious because, like, otherwise, when you transform him, his legs are bumping up against everything. There's no room for it to move. But you use that peg and then you lock it in the up position and it stays where it's supposed to go. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna leave it a little out so I can grab it with my finger, but he's not bad. I do really like him. I like the Stunticon set from DX9. I like the way they look. I like their size. I like them. Not everybody likes them. That's your prerogative. You can do what you want to do. It's my prerogative. Sorry. Let me go ahead and get an MP Carbot out. So we've got Blue Streak. Blue Streak? Yeah, Blue Streak. No. Smokescreen, sorry. And you can see there is a huge size difference. And I'm not sure it's supposed to be that big of a size difference from the Stunticons. But I've always been of the mind that this should have been the size of the MP vehicles, not that. And let me get MP10 out real quick so I can give you a size comparison. Here he is with MP10. And yeah, he's shorter. Whoops, can't see. He's shorter than MP10, but that's okay. I don't mind that he's shorter than MP10 because he's also shorter than Motormaster like he's supposed to be. And Motormaster is about the size of MP10, so it works out. So that's it. Let's get these guys out of here. We're going to go ahead and transform him. Now, the transformation could have been better, but to be honest with you, the transformation could have been also a lot worse. It's not a bad transformation, if I am honest. It really is not. So what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this piece out and push his legs up and then close that piece down. So his legs are shorter. He's in a shorter position, which again means he can't really move his legs forwards and backwards. But if you want him to be shorter, you have that option. And we're going to go ahead and unpeg all this stuff. This pegs into here. And let's see what else we're going to take the hands, fold them up, and we'll put them away. I don't think it really matters which way you put them. It seems that they will fit both ways, so we'll just do it this way. Get the hands out of the way. Go ahead and try to get this piece out. Now this piece here is super tight, and okay, it's super tight, but it's coming out a little bit. I've had to put, yeah, I'm gonna have to use, where's that little screwdriver I had? Okay, well, we'll use the scissors. Okay, so it's on this little sliding joint that clicks this in when you're in vehicle mode. I mean, when you're in robot mode. Let's go ahead and do that. And the only way I've been able to get it out is to kind of do that, and then kind of, and this is not good for your figure. Try to kind of wedge something in there to get it to pop up, because it's got to pop up so that it can slide over. So let's see, what are we doing? We're just getting everything, loose. Let's get everything loose for now. Worry about plugging everything in and whatever later. Right now we just want to get everything in a position. Holy cow. I'm gonna rip my nails off doing this. Okay, there we go. Get that up so it's out of the way. Alrighty. So go ahead and we'll get that flipped out of the way. And We'll worry about that in a minute. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to actually open up the chest piece because we need to do that. But there we go. I didn't like doing that, but that's the way we're going to do it. So do that. And then rotation. Rotation. And leave it like that for the moment. We're not going to close it just yet. These bits here come on out some more. And then we're going to rotate them the other way. Like so. And rotate these the other way like so. And then let's go ahead and start working on these bits here. So let's see if I can remember how to do this. We're going to rotate this. Rotate this so that the wheel is facing behind here. We'll do that. And then we will rotate this here. Oops, sorry. Turn down. Rotate this so that this piece is like this to the wheel. And we will then close that like that. We are not doing this correctly. We got to turn this piece here like so. There we go. I'm thinking, okay, that goes like that. This piece here that we popped out slides down to the front. Okay. Oh, okay. And so this piece rotates so that the hand is facing in. And then this clips together. This here will clip together. I'm sorry, this is hard to do. Okay, and then we can bring that piece over like so. That's kind of the front of the card done. We're going to do the other side as well. Now, I don't know if that's the way the instructions tell you to do it. I don't care because the instructions aren't the best, if I'm honest with you. The instructions on the DX9 figures, unfortunately, are usually not the best. Let's see. So we want it facing this way, and then we want this piece turned around so that we can close it with the hand facing in. This piece comes down. This piece tabs into that piece that way, and then this tabs here, and then this goes like this. Nope. I did that. This goes like this. This goes like this. Because we need the pegs facing out. So let's go ahead and fix that again. Every time I think I got it, I always mess it up. So there we go. Okay. There. Dagnabbit. Peg, you're supposed to be on the outside. There we go. Okay. Sorry if I seem like I'm in a rush. I kind of am. Aside from it being 8 billion degrees. Dagnabbit. I didn't want to close you just yet. 8 billion degrees. My battery's running out. And my other battery that was charged for some reason isn't working at all now. Okay. Oh, home. That down first. Close this. And then this piece will clip into the exposed parts. That's why I have the exposed parts out that way. And that locks all of that in like so. Then we're going to rotate this. I believe that's how you do it. And all of this will slide down as well and clip in, so we don't have the waist. What do you call it? The waistband anymore. Flip this up. I think I did this backwards. Flip this up. Oh, rotate this around. This comes like this. This will rotate all the way around. You want to rotate the foot so it's facing the same way as these lines here. And then we are going, is that the right way? Yes, like this. That'll fit into that recess there so that it looks like you have a car door like this. And then you're going to go ahead and push this over. It'll clip in there. This will clip into the crotch. This piece here rotates around. So it's on the inside, and you're going to do the same thing on this side. So open that up. We're going to, let's see, rotate this all around. So when we unpeg this, rotate you, straighten you out, get this rotated around and in its little spot, like so. And then we'll go ahead and plug that in. That gets plugged in down there. This gets rotated around. And then we're gonna take these pieces and flip them straight down like so. And that'll allow us to lift this up, rotate it around, lift this piece up, like this piece is on a slider, lift it up some more, and that'll give you clearance to open the back. And all of this will come down and situate right there, and then you just have to peg everything in properly. Just go ahead and tighten it up, and Bob's your uncle, you will have a new car. It's a nice looking Lamborghini, if I'm honest with you. Let's zoom in. So again, I'm sorry about, let me see if I put my, do I have something I can put back there? Come here, box. You're gonna serve a purpose. There. So that helps out a little bit. Do I have another box I can put under it? Yeah. There. So this way, now there's no white blocking the view, and it looks great. It looks like a Lamborghini, and it has features that MP Lamborghinis, official MP Lamborghinis, don't have. You can open the doors to reveal nothing, but hey, you can open the door, so if you want to have it kind of at an angle with like the door open like that, if you want, you can do that. Also, the headlights go up, not very effectively, if I'm honest. They tend to want to fall back down again. There we go. Yeah, it feels like they're winking at me. Stop it. Ah! Okay, it's a thing you can do. It's a thing that I think Sideswipe can, not Sideswipe, what's his name? The red dude, not the red, the yellow dude can do it. Okay, look, it's winking. But you can do that. I may go in there to try to see if there's any way to fix it. Now, the white paint, unfortunately, excuse me, the white paint doesn't really match. Like, you can't, I don't know if I can make you see it. But the paint here, on this section here, down here, is a different color than this piece right here. But this piece here, going around, is the same color as this. And then this is all the same color as this. So, he's got different, it looks almost like some of the plastic is gray, and it's not. You can, if you want to, take the gun and fold this piece down. And this is before they started using the MP type pegs for their Stunticon. So this one, he just holds it in his hand and that's it. He's got these giant pegs. I don't know what these are for, these pins. I don't know what these pins are for here, if I'm honest with you, but he's got them. And then you just slot this into this slot here, and he's got his weapon on the top. It's not quite the same as the G1 where the weapon swooped out from the back, but hey, it's something. And let's get an MP Lamborghini in for scale. And as you can now as you can see, he is way bigger. Where is that box that I just had? Where did that box just go? Dangnabbit. There it is. So he is in car mode. He's a bit out of scale. Do I care? No, because I would rather them be this scale and turn into bigger bots than this scale and not. Although the Fans Toys, the Stunticon they just released, was it Dead End Breakdown? I forget which one. Let's see. There is Breakdown, which should be this guy's Breakdown. There's Dead End. There's Wild Rider, and then Drag Strip. So well, whatever theirs is, theirs actually folded down and it looked like it fit the same scale as the MP cars. So, but their transformations are not very fun. I have a few of their toys, and they're not fun to transform. So, yeah. So we've got that. And, to get him ready for combined mode for Menasor, the only thing you're really going to do is pop this out if you can pop it out. Let's see if I can. Okay, it's easier to push it down from the other side. There we go. And just leave him in his car. Oh, I'm sorry. In his car mode, push the little peepee down like that, and then we are going to go get Menasor. I have Menasor. He's ready. This part is not fun because it doesn't work as well as it should. It works, but again, it should have worked a lot better. Okay, so here we have our Menasor. Let's go ahead and take the weapons off. We don't need them. Now, you can see there is, oh, you can't see it now, but you'll see that he has a drag strip attached to him. That's the, in case you haven't seen any of my other videos, that is my Combiner Wars drag strip. And I just attached it using Velcro strips and a rubber band, if I'm honest with you. But on my shelf, it looks fairly alright. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Woo! No, don't do that. I almost knocked over my lamp and everything. Okay. Let's get a shirt on. I like to do these reviews, especially since my room right now, I have the air conditioning off and it's 90 something degrees outside, but it feels like 110. That's what the news is saying. That's not what I'm saying. So, in case you're wondering what day today is the 20th of July. Anyway, so we've got our MP car. Oh, not Carl, MP car. My battery's almost dead. So there we have Menasor. So you're gonna turn him around. Also, I'm gonna show. I don't know if I've already done it or if I'm gonna do it later, as of the recording of this video. But Empire of the Sun actually figured out how to get Menasor in here so you don't have a big empty space. If you want to do that. I don't need to do that, but I may end up doing that. Anyway, so he is going to attach to this clip here, and then this peg here, which you probably can't see, will slot into a hole. So what I've done is I'll put him laying down and I'll pop this open, and then I'll move this up. So this way I can get this in, but then I can also guide it from down here if I need to. Because this does not like to peg in. Okay. And then guide it down. Make sure it's in there. Okay. Close you. And then there's a slot that goes in the bottom of the car. And for him, it works fairly okay. And then you've got... Woo! Don't fall down. I feel like you're gonna fall down. Stop it. There we go. And there you've got your dude on the back. Now, that's how the G1 cartoon did it. The cars on the legs were always facing backwards. So yeah, from the front, you're not going to see him. What you can do is you can just rotate this whole section around. You won't have a gray crotch piece, but if you do that, you can rotate him around so, and then rotate the legs around. No, don't rotate the legs around. Why do something so stupid? The whole point of this was, there we go. Leave his feet facing backwards. You don't really notice the difference very much anyway. So, now you won't be able to bend the legs at the knees properly. Holy crap, that popped out. I didn't expect that to. Okay. Now you won't be able to dagnabbit get. There we go. You won't be able to bend the knees, but he's really too big for you to be bending anyway. So you can just have him like that, and that way, if you want him to, I mean, yeah, this is not black, but I mean. No, it's not black, but who cares? I'm not even sure what part of the truck that turns into. Does that turn into the top of the truck or the bottom? Because if it turns into the bottom, you could just color it. But yeah, if you need to have him on the excuse me, if you need to have him on the front of the vehicle, you can do that. He'll be on the wrong side. Will he be on the wrong side? Let's see if I rotate him around. Yeah, he'll be on the wrong side, but it's Scramble City anyway, so sure, why not? But let's go ahead and rotate that around, and this guy is tight. Thankfully, I have not had anything break on my Minosaur, so. Unpeg, yes. Break, no. There we go. We'll go ahead and take him off, which is actually really easy to do. Let's go ahead and. Sorry, accidentally got my Minosaur unpegged because reasons. There we go. Peg you in, peg you back. Peggy 18. Just get him out of the. Lay him down over there. Okay, and go ahead and finish this review. I was planning to do all of the reviews for this guy. Or not for this guy, but for all of the Stunticons I've gotten so far up until today, I was going to do, but unfortunately, my battery's almost dead. So, that said, he is a nice figure, but it definitely shows that he, especially compared to the later ones, he is a really early. He's really early. Well, that said, though, I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you got something out of it. And whichever Stunticon set you decide to go with, just go with whatever your preference. My preference is DX9. I've had their figures before. I like the scale. I do like the look. Some of the things are a little off with the faces. Just slightly off. But for them, I mean, honestly, G1 had issues with faces. The toys didn't look like the figures. The speaking of toys, I can get up. You know what? I'll just put a picture of it. It doesn't matter. What was I gonna say? The faces always had an issue. Like whoever was drawing it, sometimes the faces would look ultra good. Sometimes the bots would look ultra good. Sorry. Sometimes the bots would look very bad. Proportions off, faces off, everything not right. I think this was a nice balance. I like this, and I don't regret. I don't regret going with DX9 for their figures. I like their figures. I have half of my half of my Decepticon army is DX9 figures now. So for the masterpiece, so I'm good with that. That said, I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informative. And ciao.